Over the Top Designs is one of the premier paint shops in all of iRacing. Do you need a special paint scheme for a new season, series, league, or special event? Well, Over the Top can take your design, your idea, your imagination, and create or recreate it into an eye-popping, one-of-a-kind special paint scheme. While we're speaking of one-of-a-kind, Over the Top offers the ability to capture that special moment, paint scheme, or accomplishment in iRacing by creating it into a custom die cast. Over the Top also offers custom logos, banners, and even hero cards. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good evening to the Loose Lug Nuts truck series here at Martinsville Speedway. We have about a minute and 55 seconds left in qualifying. Get my microphone set up here. Sorry, I had some issues I needed to attend to here at home tonight. Get everything straight. Looks like top of the qualifying board right now is Ken Richardson, Hermie Sadler, Jason Lance, Justin Michael, and Jeffrey Merck rounding out the top 5. We have, I believe, 22 drivers tonight, something like that. So it should be a interesting race. Should be a good race. With about a minute left in qualifying, just trying to make sure I got everything I need here. Welcome to those of you joining us out there on the broadcast. Glad to see you join. Yet again, still about a minute left here in qualifying. About 20 more seconds, and these guys are going to start lining up, getting ready to go green flag racing here at Martinsville. Like Andrew Schulte has taken it and put it on top of the leaderboard with the number 11 truck, so he will more than likely, with just a couple seconds to go, he's going to take the pole position tonight. Congratulations to Andrew Schulte on taking the pole position. All right, drivers are starting to line up. We're going to go ahead and get our qualifying grid up and read off these names. We've got Andrew Schulte and Ken Richardson going to be starting off on that front row. Congratulations to both of those drivers. In the second row, we've got Hermie Sadler and Jason Lance. Third row, we've got Justin Michael and Jeffrey Merck. Fourth row, Jeans and Margheim. Fifth row, we've got Scott Patton, Wally Tierheimer. Rolling off 11th, it's going to be Brandon Hill and Greg Mall. 13th is going to be Jeff Gilmore. 14th, Keith Haney. 15th, Brian Abbott. 16th, Kerry Cleaver. 17th, Jeremy Crandall. 18th, James Haney. And 19th will be Chris Voyle. So 19 trucks taking the grid here tonight. Should be plenty of trucks out there to put on a pretty good show. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can grab one of drivers real quick. All right, Andrew Schulte, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we got you taking the pole position here tonight. You are 2 to green, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, take a minute to congratulate you on the pole real quick here. And how's that? Obviously, it seems like the truck's driving well for you during practice. Is the truck to your liking over the course of the run?
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of practice with the long run. I was trying to nail down a quick time, and we got 115 laps to figure the rest out.
We'll copy that. We've got 19 trucks out there tonight. Want to congratulate you on the pole and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that was Andrew Schulte in that number 11 truck right there. He's going to be taking the green flag on the pole with Ken Richardson to his outside, Jason Lance and Hermie Sadler in the next row back. See what these camera angles are like for us. I want to be able to give you guys the best coverage possible. Pace car will duck off. Now it's a little bit unusual in comparison to other tracks. Green flag's about to come out We're about to go racing here at Martinsville. And green flag is out. Andrew Schulte. Oh, Ken Richardson in the outside wall as they get on the loud pedal. That creates a little bit of a stack up. Michael Jeans got ran into the back of. No caution. Good job for these guys not to bring out a caution. You can see some damage on the back end of Scott Patton as well in the 46 truck. You see the damage there. Jeffrey Merck looks like he skated through unharmed. Ken Richardson broke tires loose, got a little bit loose, got into the wall, got a little bit of damage on the left rear there. We'll see though. A lot of laps here. It'll go by quick though, I promise you that. 115 laps does not last very long here if we stay clean and green. Andrew Schulte leading after 3 laps here, or continuing to lead after just 3 laps here. Hermie Sadler, the guy that doesn't really normally run up towards the front in the beginning of the race, put his driving shoes on and pulled those gloves up tight, pulled the belts tight probably too, and got himself a nice starting position up in the top 3 or 4. Ken Richardson getting loose again, losing just a little bit of ground to the leaders. Looks like Hermie Sadler might be pulling in the 11 truck just a little bit further back. Jeffrey Merck has climbed his way up to the 4th position. Jason Lance falling back a little bit. Scott Patton in the 6th position. Michael Jeans now running 7th. Justin Michael now running 8th. Vernon Markheim running in the 9th position. Greg Mall in 10th. Brandon Thornhill in 11th position. Keith Haney, one of those long run type drivers, sitting back in the 12th position. We'll bring up the driver bar so y'all can see the relative. So he's already 5 seconds back from the leader. I hear a little bit of banging. Looks like Justin Michael may have gotten into the wall. Jeremy Crandall running 14th, Jeff Gilmore 15th, Wally Tierheimer 16th, Harry Cleaver, Chris Voiles, and James Haney rounds out your field. Going back to the front, Andrew Schulte has stretched it out just a little bit now over Hermie Sadler, about 0.6 of a second, as you can see there on the screen. Ken Richardson in danger of that number 60 truck behind him. That would be Jeffrey Merck driving the over-the-top motorsports truck as he gets into the wall there, tries to give Ken a break, slows himself down. Jason Lance doing well, running in the top 5. Now, I was in a hurry, folks. I do apologize. I hurried up and got home and had some work to do and threw the broadcast together. Sorry about that, John. There you go. Got that fixed out there for you. Want to make sure we're representing the proper sponsors and league tonight. We're here with Loose Lug Nuts Racing, sponsored by Back the Blue, and
Rewind it, spin up that lane. Rewind it, punch the robot somewhere, and that's what happened.
also Over the Top Designs. Trying to get a hold of my mouse here. I move things around. Back up towards the front. Andrew Schulte, Hermie Sadler closing in just a little bit. That top 4 really running kind of almost like a singular train there. They're all kind of hooked together. Looks like Jason Lance and Michael Jeans kind of running a 2-car train. Scott Patton back there in 7th position, not really being able to move forward. This may be strategy. Greg Mall, Vernon Markheim, Keith Haney, some 7 seconds back, but starting to move forward, so watch out for Keith Haney. Brandon Thornhill in the 12th position. How about Brian Abbott up in 11th position? Good looking truck there. Get a little closer shot on Brian in that truck. Pretty fancy looking truck. Enjoy that. 68 sporting a new paint job tonight, it looks like. That's an Over the Top Motorsports truck. Brandon joining Over the Top Motorsports, so congratulations to him. He is now under fire from Jeremy Crandall as they go down the backstretch. We'll see if he's going to leave the bottom open. He does. He's going to allow Jeremy to go around here. A little bit of banging in the background. No caution. Don't see anybody. Brandon Thornhill fighting to try to stay even with Jeremy Crandall, losing a little bit of momentum there. Justin Michael now goes by as well. That will put Justin Michael up to 13th position as we revisit the front. Looks like Jeffrey Merck still on the heels of Ken Richardson, but gotta say Ken Richardson had that early issue where he got into the wall, but he's recovered very nicely. He's held third position very solidly for the past 15, 18 laps, something like that. Got Uncle Nola out there. Talk about Scott Patton. We'll take a look at him. He's currently being scored in the 7th position. Got a lot of damage on that front end. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look here at the... We'll put a camera out in front of that truck so you can see the damage I'm talking about. Quite a bit of damage to the front end of that 46 truck. This is a short track and the car can be a little bit beat up, but when you're running against the drivers here, if they're clean, like this truck here, you see how clean that is by comparison to Scott Patton's truck. That just gives that much more advantage to the guys that are clean. So very unfortunate for Scott with the beginning of the race having that little bunch up, gave him a bunch of damage, but we'll see if maybe he can pull off a strategy and just brute force and see how Scott can fare at the end of this thing. As he gets a little bit loose and gets in the backstretch wall there. Back towards the front. Andrew Schulte now opening up quite a bit of a gap. And some changes going on. Jeffrey Merck. That's going to bring out a caution. Go and take a look and see what may have happened. Oh, yeah. Coming off turn 4. Looks like he gets back to the gas. May have caught that apron just a little bit. We'll back it up one more time. Watch that. Watch that left front. Well, whoop, excuse me. We'll go far chase. Watch that left front tire of Jeffrey Merck. See if he touches. He didn't touch the apron. It looked like he may have touched that. That will definitely upset the truck. He does do a very hard contact with the wall. But his truck is not smoking, so he will probably be able to continue. We'll probably see him on pit road as well as a few others. He will probably just take fuel and as much damage repaired as possible. Same with Scott Patton. I would assume that he is going to try to get as much repair done. We'll watch and see. I don't see that. Oh, the tires are going up on the 60. I'm kind of shocked at that. I would not have thought that he would have used a set of tires there. He's going to have to boogie his way out of the pits here so he doesn't go a lap down. Andrew Schulte being shown in the 9th position, so he probably came in, took some fuel and went back out. Hermes Sadler stayed out on the track. And we'll be right back. Over the Top Designs is one of the premier paint shops in all of iRacing. Do you need a special paint scheme for a new season, series, league, or special event? Well, Over the Top can take your design, your idea, your imagination, and create or recreate it into an eye-popping, one-of-a-kind special paint scheme. While we're speaking of one-of-a-kind, Over the Top offers the ability to capture that special moment, paint scheme, or accomplishment in iRacing by creating it into a custom die cast. Over the Top also offers custom logos, banners, and even hero cards. So go see John and the crew at Over the Top Design for all your needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Over the Top Designs. And remember, don't just look good, look over the top. And we are back live here at Martinsville Speedway. I do believe the pace car lights are out. We're lined up double file here. A lot of cars getting some damage repaired. Some pit stop strategy going on as well. We'll see how that affects the race. Currently, your leader is Hermie Sadler. Ken Richardson to his outside. Hopefully, we won't see that spin again. The tire spin that caused that issue. We're back under green flag race, and Hermie Sadler gets on the loud pedal and gets away from the rest of the field by just a little bit here. Hermie through 1 and 2 very smoothly. As we look about mid-pack, we're looking at Andrew Schulte now. Got Patton going up towards the wall, gets into the wall. Teammates get into each other, that being Jeffrey Merck and Brandon Thornhill. Back out towards the front. Looking at Brian Abbott now up into the 4th position. Gets a little bit high, but is able to get a good run off the corner. We're waiting to see if he's going to attempt to make that pass on the outside of the number 86. Does look like he is going to attempt it. Does look like he is going to make it. So Brian Abbott with the power move to the outside of the 86 truck. Here comes the 87 thinking about doing the same thing. Justin Michael. Justin Michael fighting on that outside to get around the 86, and looks like he may be able to. Here's Andrew Schulte dives down low under the 86. He's going to try to pass the 86. 86 is kind of fallen back here. Justin Michael getting very loose down the front stretch. Andrew Schulte going to dive to the inside. Going to take that 5th position away from Mr. Justin Michael and try to drive on forward. Now, some of the trucks that we talked about earlier, as we see Wally Tierheimer go down pit road, and he's probably going to tow. I think he's has a massive amount of damage. Kerry Cleaver running 18th. Christopher Oil is running 17th. Jeffrey Merck running 16th after his spin and contact. Brandon Thornhill running in the 15th position, now 14th as he takes that position away from Jeremy Crandall, who will now be back in 15th. Couple of cars getting together. We hear some bumping and banging. Michael Jean's getting shoved back. He's now under fire from the 68 truck of Brandon Thornhill. Thornhill has the inside position preferred line on newer tires, but we did see a couple of drivers take it to the outside as we have a spin right in front of this pack. That is going to bring out the caution. We know who that was. That was the number 57 of Jeff Gilmore going around. We'll rewind and replay the events here. The 57 goes to the corner. Oh, maybe some misjudgment there. Looked like the 57 was going to go up and then didn't. Tough one to call. You guys can decide that one for yourselves at home. We'll see here. Hermie Sadler brings them down pit road. Will be probably the first stop for tires, as we are almost 1/3 of the way, through the race. Actually, I think we are about 1/3 of the way through the race. So all your leaders pit. Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael both stay out. Greg Mull stayed out. Scott Patton stayed out. Looks like Brandon Thornhill stayed out. Michael Jean stayed out. Chris Boyle stayed out. Ken Richardson still on pit road. So some pit strategies going on here. I did see Jason Lance beat the number 93 off pit road. He was our leader. So did Ken Richardson, Werner Margheim, Brian Abbott, and Hermie Sadler must have gotten a penalty. He is letting all the trucks pass him by, which usually signifies that he got a pit exit penalty, maybe speeding off pit road. So that's going to send that 93 all the way to the back. Tough break for him. He was running very strong there. Jeff Mert goes one lap down, trying to get some repairs done. I think he just decided he was going to sit through it, get the majority of the repairs done. He has done that. He's back out on the track now, but he is one lap down, but he's the first car lap down. So if there is another caution, which of course here at Loose Lug Nuts we always hope we don't have another caution. Looks like Jeff Gilmore is going to be technically going to be the last car on the lead lap. He's being shown just in front of the leaders, so when they go the one lap to go, he will get the wave around. He will go around and get his lap back that way. So that will put 17 cars back on, or 17 trucks rather, back on the lead lap. And there is the 1 to go signal. Jeff Gilmore fires off. He's going to make his way back around, get to the rear of the field, and get ready to go green flag racing here. Again, looks like we don't know for sure what Jason Lance did for tires. Pretty sure the rest of the guys behind him took tires. So the top 7 stayed out, didn't do anything. And 8th place Jason Lance may have taken tires. As we get ready to go back green flag racing, loud pedal goes down on that number 11 truck. He gets a good little jump off the start here, moves up just a little bit, moves back down, going to get a nice clean line going through 1 and 2. Does so as we look through the pack here. We'll watch that number 86 truck and see what he does as Keith Haney and Brian Abbott almost get together there in the background. 16 definitely is coming on newer tires. Oh, and that is very unfortunate. Well, sometimes cautions breed cautions. Chris Voiles has taken it to pit road. Kerry Cleaver's still out there. Jeff Gilmore. Oh, Keith Haney got into it bad. He's got engine damage, and that's probably, I don't know if he'll stay and get it repaired or if he's just going to park it for the night, but he's definitely going to have to get the required repair done. Hermie Sadler got some damage from it. He's coming down pit road. Looks like Vernon Margheim got some damage. He's coming down. James Haney stays out. Jeremy Crandall down pit road. The 86 Jason Lance comes down pit road, probably gonna just get some repair done. Brian Abbott stays out. Ken Richardson stays out. Michael Jeans had stayed out, I believe. So did Brandon Thornhill, Scott Patton, and the rest. So things getting a little mixed up here with the cautions back to back. Hopefully we won't have those issues. Waiting to see what Jeremy Crandall's doing, if he's getting repairs done or fuel or tires. Looks like most of these guys are just getting repair and tires, or repair and fuel, I mean. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here live. We're double file once again. Unfortunately, quite a few trucks got caught up in that accident. Some of them getting repairs, some of them going to be coming up on the back of the field here. We're waiting for that number 11 truck to start us off here. He goes, gets a good restart. Scott Patton gets loose on the outside but holds on to it. Justin Michael, after some trouble early, has found his way up into the second position now. Scott Patton fighting hard on the outside here of the 72. Meanwhile, Ken Richardson on new tires is a brute force to deal with, trying to make his way up through this field on older tires. The rest of these trucks being on older tires, and Richardson trying to take advantage of his new tires and get back up towards the front. As we complete lap 52 of 115 laps, Brandon Thornhill, Scott Patton running side by side right there in front of the 16. A lot of contact there, but it is Martinsville. You can definitely expect, you know, some minor contact. Scott Patton clears the 68 of Brandon Thornhill, moves himself up into fourth position. 68 running right there on the back bumper. He has to deal with Ken Richardson, though, like I said, on those newer tires. Ken Richardson trying to find a way around the 68 truck. He is attempting almost a crossover move. As he dives underneath the 68 here, he's going to have the position on the inside. Might have been just a tick of contact there, but nothing major, as the 8 dives underneath the 68 now. The 08 forces the 68 high and sets him up to be freight trained here. Actually, if the 68 isn't careful, he's going to get freight trained by all these trucks behind him. Back up to the front, Andrew Schulte continuing to lead, has pulled out to a nice little 0.8 of a second lead over The 72 of Greg Mall, and the 46 just got loose. Go ahead and back it up and see if we can happen to 46 truck. Oh, he caught the curb. Got wisely, kept it down on the track though, so not as to get into traffic and into harm's way. So unfortunately, another caution here at lap 58 of 115 laps. We'll be back momentarily. And we're back here at Martinsville Speedway at the Loose Lug Nuts Back to Blue Truck Series. We are on lap 62 of 115, meaning we have just crossed the halfway point shortly before this. Waiting for the signal for one to go. Got that signal. Trucks are lining up side by side. We're going to see some pretty intense racing here as we get later and later into this race. Number 11 truck is waiting to fire off. He does fire off. He gets a pretty good jump there. All the trucks stay pretty well in line. Nobody really out of shape there as we look at a couple of trucks that have had some bad luck tonight. Scott Patton, Jeff Merck. Truck that's having a good night tonight right now. The 68 truck of Brandon Thornhill, Brian Abbott. 87 truck of Justin Michael. He is on newer tires. Expect to see him working his way to the front here. We're getting just a bit of contact here and there from these drivers in these trucks. Looks like here comes Michael Jeans. Michael Jeans also with newer tires going around the 68. Like the 68 is now under fire from the 86 truck. Back up front, Ken Richardson managed to get around the 72. Now trying to put pressure on your leader, Andrew Schulte. There in the back frame of the camera was 87 of Justin Michael. Saw him go get tires. I believe he is the first truck now with the freshest tires out there. Michael Jeans in 5th position is the second truck on the newest tires. Jason Lance, newer tires than some of the other trucks out there. I don't know if Brian Abbott or Brandon Thornhill have taken tires yet. Really don't know about anybody other than, as the 73 gets into the wall, but does manage to keep it up against the wall, keep the caution from coming out as he gets in the wall. On the front stretch as well, the 73 is struggling just a little bit right now as we go check out the race back up towards the front. Ken Richardson still trying desperately to run the 11 truck down with just 45 laps remaining here in this race. Greg Mall holding on to that 3rd position, but here comes Justin Michael and Michael Jeans on those newer tires. I think the short run speed of newer tires versus slightly older tires is not that big of a deal as the 08 dives to the inside of the 87. The 08 is going to go ahead and make that pass. Justin Michael, you could see the backfire at his tailpipe lifted, let the 08 go. Probably going to fall in line behind the 08 here and see what happens. Again, there could be some pit strategy being played out there. I don't think fuel is going to play a major role tonight. I believe you could probably make it on a stop with probably the caution around lap 40 or something like that, top off, and it was probably good on fuel from that point. That's just a guesstimate on my part. We see all the guys with newer tires have really started to come towards the front of the field. Scott Patton, even with as much damage as he had, I believe probably took tires and he is driving himself back up into the top 10. He's currently being scored in the 8th position as he just passed James Haney. Vernon Markheim was on pit road at the same time. Not sure if he has tires or not. Brandon Thornhill definitely struggling at this point. I think he probably needed tires at some point. Not sure if he's gotten them or not. See, some of these guys are struggling a little bit with the trucks getting loose. They're getting loose off the corner, getting into the wall. But they're continuing to move forward and continue racing, so that's really all that matters. Now, we know the 16 is on newer tires than the 11. I don't know by how much, but Andrew Schulte has been quick all night long. Ken Richardson, I think, has gotten his tires in the last 20 or so laps. Michael Jeans with the freshest tires out of the top 3 has started to run the 16 and the 11 down. Greg Mall has actually, I believe he passed Justin Michael. Justin Michael was up there. Brian Abbott still running in the 7th position. Scott Patton in 8th. Just saw the 923 truck sideways coming out of the corner there. As we getting ready to come to lap 80 of 115, just 35 laps remaining in this race. That'll go quick if we stay green from here. Could be a very interesting race. Here comes Michael Jeans knocking on the back door of the number 16 of Ken Richardson. I believe at some point there will be a drop off for these trucks that have more laps, obviously. I mean, that's a natural progression of things, but it'll be interesting to see if Michael Jeans will be that much faster the longer the run goes. Sorry about that. I didn't realize the ticker wasn't up. The ticker is up for you now. As we watch this battle for the second position, I think Andrew Schultz is starting to pull away just a little bit. Go back and check how Greg Mall's doing. Jason Lance just got by him. We know he's on newer tires. Again, I don't know exactly what lap. Justin Michael is in the 6th position. Brian Abbott closing in on the 6th position of Justin Michael. Scott Patton running 8th here, trying everything that he can to get up towards front of the pack. As we have something just happened. We lost one of the cars out on the track. I believe it was Vernon Margheim. Jeff Gilmore having some slight internet issues there. Happen in and out, that can make it difficult to drive next to someone when that's happening. 68 looks like he's gotten rear end damage now. Terry Cleaver is got a pretty clean truck. He's running back there in the 13th position. 14th is Hermie Sadler. Has not really recovered from that earlier issue where he was up front and then got damaged. So tough night for Hermie Sadler, as he actually just got into the wall again. Here comes Andrew Schulte down the backstretch. Michael Jeans has gotten around Ken Richardson and sets his sights on the number 11 truck. This would be a strategy call here. You know, a difference in strategy may allow Michael Jeans to get to the back bumper of the 11, but we'll see. Time will tell right as we have a caution come out, and I'm trying to find out who it is. Well, that was really weird. Scott Patton just we're under caution, and he had issues there. Truck just steps out on him. Unfortunately, he backed the truck up in front of traffic, and that got at least one truck for sure. That being Brandon Thornhill. Still don't know what the caution was for, but Andrew Schulte decides he's going to stay out front. He's going to stay out there on those tires. Michael Jeans will be riding in 2nd position. Justin Michael 3rd. Ken Richardson goes down pits. He's getting his new tires. Jason Lance as well. Greg Mall. So I feel like this could be a big strategy. We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll talk about it. All right, race fans, we are back live here at Martinsville Speedway with just about 22 laps to go. Andrew Schulte fires off, wasting no time. Justin Michael spins a tire on the inside, and we have somebody that just got into the inside wall. I'm looking to see who it was. Caution comes right back out. Let's go ahead, rewind the tape. I did not catch what car it was. Go back. See who it was here. It may have been Kerry Cleaver. Yeah, Kerry Cleaver shifting through the gears. Looks like he got a little loose. So that brings out an immediate caution, which is probably good for the guys that are running up front. Not so good for the guys that went and got their tires and won a green flag run, so they can try to get as many positions as they can before the end of this race. $20 laps remaining, folks. 19 now. Andrew Schulte is going to be under heavy fire from Michael Jeans when we go back to green flag racing. You just saw Scott Patton go around. He will get his lap back. They'll score him 13th at the end of the field. Brandon Thornhill also trying to catch back up to the field here. Brandon going right back down pit road, trying to do these little short pit stops and get as much damage fixed as possible is what I believe he is doing. Pace car lights are still on, so we are not going back green this lap, which I wouldn't expect anybody to be pitting coming to green. So probably get the one to go this time by. It'll be interesting to see if Andrew Schulte can hold off the 08 of Michael Jeans or the 16 of Ken Richardson. Tire spin has been an issue for a good chunk of drivers tonight on the starts, and getting very loose off the corners. So we'll see if that's an issue tonight in these closing laps. Hopefully it will not be. I would like to see, no matter what, we're going to see it go, well, technically green, because we have green, white, checkers. So we'll see. The pace car ducks off as we go into turn 4. Andrew Schulte will control the race as he gets ready to fire off the corner. He goes right away, wastes no time. Michael Jeans does get a pretty good start. We'll see him drop down. No, he is unable to drop down to the inside. The 16 gets into the 08, sends him up out of the line. Bad news for Michael Jeans after driving all the way up to second position. He gets a little bit of a door bump and sends him back into the 5th position. Now Ken Richardson now getting slid out of the way, so to speak, by the 72 of Greg Mall. Now Greg Mall is on fresh tires, so this is probably the best chance that he's going to have to run that 11 truck down. And if we're going to have a caution, go ahead and back this up here. I saw the truck sideways, but I couldn't read who it was. Let me change the camera. That was the 55 truck. Let's take a look at what Happen with the 55. We'll back the tape up a little more. Like Mr. Haney's coming through the corner. May have gotten a little help, not sure. Kind of looked that way, but y'all can decide for yourselves out there. Just 13 laps to go. By the time we go back green, probably looking at about 10 laps to go. 10 green flag laps probably. So put her on mixed views or camera positions. Randomly select different camera positions throughout the caution here. I'll be back here momentarily. All right, back from caution live here at Martinsville Speedway with just 9 laps to go. It'll be 8 when they cross the line. Andrew Schulte in a very good position, but so is that number 72 truck. If the 72 can get a good start here with the 11, does not get a great start at all. We'll see if he's going to be able to drop down or if he's going to have to run the high line through 1 and 2. He has to run the high line through 1 and 2, but he's going to get a good drive off. He's going to have to really drive it deep into turns 3 and 4. I feel like the 72 is probably the fastest truck out there, and we're going to have a caution. Go back and take a quick look at what happened here. I think it might have been a case of mistaken if you're clear or not clear. We're looking at the 72 and the 16 right down and towards the bottom of your screen. They're going to enter turn 1. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there. Not sure. We'll let y'all decide that for yourselves. Just a few laps remaining here. May end up going into overtime. Might get green-white checkered here if we can't get back to green in time. I think we will get back to green. Hopefully there won't be another caution, as looks like Scott Patton's going to get a lap back again, as he had gone down pit road earlier. Just 3 laps remaining. We still... Yes, pace car lights are out. I was waiting to see if the pace car lights are out, and they are out. We are going to be going green flag here with coming to 2 laps to go, so it'll be green, white, checkered. If we can get the race in, then it'll be done and over with. If not, we'll be going to overtime. All going to be on the start here of the number 11. He fires off, wastes no time whatsoever, gets a clean break, gets away from anybody that can challenge him right now at this point. 16 trying to drive it deep into the corner, gets to his bumper but can't get back to the throttle in time. Coming to the white flag, takes that white flag, and the race will be in the books officially no matter what happens after that. There is the white flag. We're on the final lap here. They can wreck them, which they're doing. I can hear carnage in the background, but we're going to stay on the leader because this is for the win. They'll race back to the line. Andrew Schulte, coming off turn 4, is going to win here tonight at Martinsville Speedway. Ken Richardson takes 2nd place, and Michael Jeans just barely holds on for 3rd place unofficially. Your top 3, Andrew Schulte, Ken Richardson, and Michael Jeans. Give me one moment. Start getting these guys ready for the interview, and we'll get them up here and talk to these drivers and see what how they felt their night went. All right, we got our drivers ready to go. We're going to bring up our 3rd place finisher for this evening, driving that 08 butt kicker, Elliott Sadler Esports. Sorry, jeez, it's a mouthful.
It's easy for you to say.
How about it, Michael Jeans? 3rd place. I gotta imagine not what you thought was going to happen tonight. I really thought you had the field until we had a caution, and then I really thought another driver had the field. That was a 72. Really thought he had it, but things changed. Talk to me about your night and how you think it went.
Yeah, I think I played the strategy right. It all worked out. Even with that, I knew I was good. If it would have gone green, I felt really strong about being able to get to Andrew.
And that's what I was talking about. It looked like you were just kind of riding. Maybe that's wrong. You were being patient about trying to make your way to the front. We could see that you were closing in and gaining, and then you had passed the 16. And I thought at that point, if it stayed green, I thought you would catch the 11. You have a pretty good battle with him, but eventually, your tires would overtake his older tires. So, yeah, I saw the strategy that you were on, and I thought that it was going to work out too until, that caution came out, and only 4 of you guys stayed out. And I was like, oh, these guys might be sitting ducks.
Well, even at that, I felt pretty good about it. I knew it was pretty good odds that some of those guys would get up to us, but I felt like I would be able to get a good enough, well, it all depended on the green runs. Even if we took off and ran green for a little while, I felt like I would be able to get there, but then we had the restart and we went off down into turn 1, and I kind of got rooted out of the way and fell back. So at that point, yeah, I was the same thing. Greg got by us. I was like, Greg's got it won, and then he got rooted out of the way, and we finished where we finished. So, I mean, happy with third. I'm not good at this track at all. I feel like I'm getting better at it, but it was fun tonight. Though. The truck drove really good. The setup was really good. So I was happy, and always happy to be on the podium.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on third place finish. Before I let you go, you want to give any shout outs or thank any sponsors or anything?
We got to thank John Hendrick, and hopefully my new Chevrolet paint scheme will be coming along. My new truck paint scheme will be coming along here before too long. Of course, you, Ronald, for doing the broadcast, and everybody at Loose Lug Nuts for putting on this league and letting us come run here. Michael Hall hangs out in moderates my stream for me. He keeps me occupied too. So thanks to Michael, and of course everybody at Elliott's Adler Esports, and it's always cool to hang out with Hermie and race with him. So.
Alrighty, sir. Well, I appreciate.
Can't forget about Judd.
Gotcha. Cut out there for just a second. So he was saying a Bruzy race where USA there, Judd Danielson. If you need some racewear, whether it be for the simulator or real life, they're starting to make SFI approved racewear. One of the only companies out there that does custom fitted suits. Go check them out. I think it's a Bruzy racewear now, but yeah, go check them out.
Yep. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, good run tonight, and congratulations on third.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're going to bring up our second place driver for the evening, the number 16 of Ken Richardson. We'll go ahead and see if he's got a copy on us.
I got you.
Alrighty, sir. Well, you managed to bring the truck across the line in one piece in second place. Very interesting evening. Few more cautions than what I expected, but talk to us about your night.
Yeah, it was pretty fast in practice here. Kind of messed my qualifying up a little bit, but not super proud of the race. I mean, short tracks you got to get your elbows out a little bit, but a couple of guys. Pushed a little too far, I think. So I got to apologize for those guys. 72 to 08 was two of them. But anyway, ended up being a decent run in the end. I had fresh tires. I think fresher tires than the guys around me. Definitely fresher than the 11. But just not enough laps there at the end to do anything with them. But anyway, we'll take second.
Well, it was definitely a lot of action out there on the track. I don't think there's too many trucks without a scrape, a scratch, a dent, or something in them. You joined that club. You got a few bumps and dents and scratches to go along with your second place finish. Before I let you go, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, you guys who do the broadcast, like I say, I like going back and watching them, and John and the other admins for putting this on. So, it's a pretty good, pretty fun place to race. These guys are really fast, really challenging, and it kind of forces you to step your game up a little bit. And you go race other leagues, you do a lot better. So, so the guys to race with, and you guys.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations on the second place finish.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and the man of tonight, your winner, Andrew Schulte, in the number 11 nationwide truck. How about it, Andrew?
How you doing there, Ron?
I'm doing pretty good. I imagine you got to be doing a lot better. I kind of thought that you were a sitting duck there, to be completely honest with you. That last caution, it wasn't the last caution, but the caution that came out, that allowed a lot of those guys to go down and get fresh tires. I thought the speed difference was so great that if they got a chance, they were gonna get to you. And I think you drove a very smart race strategy wise, and you managed to put the thing in victory lane. And I think you're one, if not the only clean truck out there.
That was the whole goal tonight, and I was thinking the same thing when they all pitted. And unfortunately, at these short tracks, from the lead, you're either gonna pit and everyone's gonna stay out, or you stay out and then everyone pits. And got lucky that I had a couple cars in between there. I think there was 2 other guys that stayed out with me, so that was a little bit of a buffer. And then the constant cautions at the end too helped. I don't know if I would have been able to hold off Ken. I know he was quick, and yeah, the speed difference between the tires would have been it looks like we ran identical laps on the last lap, but yeah, it would have been tough once the tires started heating up to keep him back. But overall, yeah, it was just trying to keep the truck clean and not make any mistakes, and I figured if I could do that, then I would have a fighting chance at a minimum. So, well,
you lit a good majority of the first half of the race, and there was that pit cycle, and it kind of put you back a little bit, but then, and I think a caution came out shortly after, and it cycled you back to the front. And pretty much from my perspective, up here watching, we watched your restarts all night long, and you were just getting phenomenal restarts. You were firing off. You weren't spinning the tires. If you were, we couldn't see it from the camera angles that we were at, but it seemed like a lot of other drivers, including, right at the beginning of the race, we had a major one, but it seemed like a lot of people had problems, but you didn't. And I think that was a big part of you being out front and being able to stay out front, because when you would fire off, on most of the restarts, you got at least a truck length, sometimes 2 truck lengths by the time you went into turn 1. So it was almost kind of like one of those, you didn't really have to worry about somebody getting into the back of you, moving you and whatnot. And it just kind of allowed you to focus forward instead of backwards, because you would get such a jump on the start that it would set you up for the whole lap.
For sure. Well, on that first, on the initial start, I learned quick on that, because I started in second gear in the 2-3 shift. I thought I was going to get into Ken, but we both spun the tires on that, and I think he got into the wall, so that gave me a little bit more space to catch that. But from there, yeah, I was a lot more, had a couple second gear starts and was a lot more gentle getting into the gas. And then at the end there, I was just stuck in third gear, because I didn't want to chance it, especially that close to the end, to make a mistake there.
Well, a very smart move on your part, very smart strategy overall. Congratulations on the win tonight. Anybody like to give a shout out to or thanks before I let you go?
Appreciate it. Shout out to Loose Lug Nuts, Over the Top Designs. Is this the last race before Christmas, or are we racing next week?
No, I believe that this is the last race before Christmas break. If you give me 2 seconds, I will verify that. Truck Series, Martinsville, and no race next week. So yes,
Awesome.
Next week is going to be our special event, but no other racing other than that.
Cool. Well, I want to shout out to everyone that's out there watching. Wish you all a Merry Christmas and hope that you all have a happy and healthy one. And yeah, and then we'll welcome in the new year coming up here. So.
Alrighty, sounds great. Well, congratulations on a well-deserved win. Great strategy tonight, and hope to see you come Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up the coverage here at Martinsville Speedway with Extreme Sim TV covering the Loose Lug Nuts Back to Blue series here once again at Martinsville. My grandson is cheering on behind me. It's been a good night. You can catch all types of different racing with different leagues on Extreme Sim TV throughout the week on YouTube. You can also check out our Facebook. We occasionally will be broadcasting on Facebook some of the leagues there, so come check us out. It was a great night of racing. Hope you had a good time hanging out with me. We'll see y'all next time.